All right. Good morning, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people. How you all doing today? Hope you all have an amazing day today. Hope you're not but still your joy. Welcome to Maryamsjoyfullife. Today's a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are so amazing. Hello, everybody. What's up, everybody? Just gonna wait a few more minutes for you guys to join. What's up, wonderful, amazing, sweet, and lovely people? My so lovely people. How you guys doing? Good morning, simply natural black life, my beautiful girl. How you doing? I always see your lovely messages. You're amazing. You're one of a kind. You're sweet, girl. Good morning, Jay, girl. Good morning. Always put God first. You better tell me your name, girl. Always put God first. What's your name? What's your name? You better tell me your name. Jay, girl, I see you, my love. I see you. You've been here right from the start. Jay, girl, has been like, Mariam, I'm on your corner. Mariam, I'm on your side. You hear me, girl? Jay, girl, I could hear your voice. You screaming at the top of your voice saying you're on my side. You've always been there. Thank you. Thank you for everything, Jay girl. You're amazing. I see you. I appreciate all of your kind words and messages. Even on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram. Hey, oh, I'm about to, it's you. I forgot, girl. Girl, you changed your name, so I forgot. It's you. How are you doing, girl? Abibatu, you're in London, Abi. Because I know you're in London, you're in the UK. Abibatu, I need you. Do you want to meet my family? Because my sisters and their families are now in the UK. If you want to connect to them, I will have you connect to my sister so you can meet my family. If you want to meet my family has a whole community, y'all. I'm telling you, they're doing good. They just got like housings and properties in the UK. Y'all, I've been stuck. I have been stuck, and the enemy has really messed with my mind. They're trying to mess with my life. You know what I mean? With a lot of the confusion that has happened in my life and made me feel like I was nothing. And then me, I kind of believed it because I think I believed it. I think I believed it. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, J girl. I believed the lies. So it put me in a circle of pain and suffering and struggles. And my family was just looking at me. I'm telling you, just owning stuff, buying houses and companies. And they're doing good, and God is faithful. Thank God I came to my senses and God delivered me. And things are turning. Things are turning for me. So, Abibatu, if you want to meet my sisters, not just one, my nieces and nephews, my in-laws, everybody, you're going to be meeting a whole lot of people, girl. If you want to meet them, you need to. You and I are connected on we're connected on WhatsApp. You and I are connected on WhatsApp, so you're going to need to connect back with me on WhatsApp so that I can give you their information and you can connect with them and meet them in person. All right? You're gonna look at them and say, "Oh my God, you just see me in them," because we look alike. We do, and they sound like me too. So yeah, we should do that, girl. So you know you have family too. We can all connect. And guess what, Abiba too? One of my sisters, her name is Abi Habiba as well. So you are her namesake. But her Abiba too is not, but it's not A. It starts with an H. Habiba, and then you can put TU if you want to. But yeah, we should do that if you want to connect. I'll let them know, and they'll be happy because they are social butterflies too. They'll be happy to do that if you want to connect. And these are I'm not talking about distant cousins or anything. These are my sisters from the same mother and the same father, bloodlines. But I've been in the U.S. like it's been like I'm in a prison because the U.S. laws to try to bring family and stuff, it's not good. It needs to be fixed. Something needs to work out. Maybe I need to start writing out some petition. Perhaps that's my calling, to write petition so that it'd be easier for families to visit. So I'll look into that as well. But yeah, we can do that. So how's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing this morning, you guys? So in the meantime, my trip is coming up next month, and I will be traveling to Nigeria next month. So I will be traveling to Nigeria next month. It's gonna happen by the grace of God. I'll be seeing my mother, giving her a hug. It's gonna happen. No devil can stop it. For those of you who want to support, the link will be right here. This will be the link for you guys to support the GoFundMe, for you guys who want to be a part of this. So there's the link right there for the GoFundMe. You can support. So it's happening. Now we're also talking about nannies. Somebody who's going to be watching my kids. Of course, Abibatu. Of course, we're all family. We're all family. All right, we're all family. So it'll be nice for you to meet them. So you know you have people. My sisters, they're established. They bought a whole franchise. There's this company, right? There's this woman she's actually getting an award in Los Angeles this month. Okay, my sister connected me with her because that woman created this big company. And then this company, she just, because like I said, once you figure out the system of a business, you can turn it into a franchise for people to buy, and you would get, you know what I mean? That's very highly lucrative, recession proof. Anyways, this woman created this business that is in the healthcare sector. And this business has been proven to stand the test of time, helping people. And guess what? When this woman started selling franchise to people in different countries, my sister bought a franchise from her in the UK. She did. She bought a franchise for her, and she's been able to employ a lot of people to work for her. All right. She has a lot of people who work under her, and it's just beautiful, giving jobs to people. It's just beautiful. So obviously, God is doing some really wonderful things in my family, for which I'm grateful. I have been separated from that and isolated because I thought I was coming to the US to make life better for me and hopefully help my family. I didn't know that I was coming to a prison to be stuck and surrounded by prisoners, or maybe people who feel like they have the right over me to keep me stuck for no reason. Granted, for years I was stuck because my documentation and the delays that I experienced, that was something to do with the paperwork that could have enabled me to go in and out of the country to try to build something. You know what I mean? But I no longer have that. But the devil still wants to keep me feeling like a prisoner and isolated, in isolation, and try to pounce on me. But it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Because my God is faithful, and thank God for YouTube, which is a platform for me to, talk and speak, and I'm just open. So I'm no longer like this private person who's just sitting right there where nobody knows me. My case, I'm a lifestyle blogger. I'm a celebrity, even if it is a C plus celebrity. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like a YouTube celebrity. You know what I mean? In terms of the fact that I'm known, I'm a public figure. All right. It doesn't matter what kind of rating anybody gives me. That's their business. I'm A plus. Jesus is my savior. But my life is out there. I've been doing this for years, so my life is out there. So even if some media takes up stuff about me and talks, there's kind of like a right for people to do that if you're already a public figure making videos and you have some type of notoriety, which of course I do. But in that case, I mean, I love YouTube. God has used YouTube to help me. I was in hell, suffering and struggling. And every time I spoke out and spoke to you guys, because I built a relationship over the years, God will use people to show up for me. So anything that happens to me, I cannot hide it because people would ask questions. And they have right to ask the questions because I have been supported by the public. So I have to answer. I have to listen to them because they've stood by me. You know what I mean? And I enjoy speaking out and talking about what is going on. But there are certain people who like privacy, who like to be demonic in private, who like to hurt people in private, who like to do the things that they do in private. Because so long as they are hidden in private, then nobody will hold them responsible. So with me, if anything happens to me, somebody will speak up. Somebody will speak up. I read about an instance recently of a girl who does TikTok, and suddenly this girl went missing. Her TikTok followers, they went to the house of the boyfriend that this girl had after after she got missing. They went to ask. They had the right to ask. The news covered the issue. They went after it because this girl is no longer private property. She is public property. And when you are in the public eye and a celebrity, there's going to be people who ask questions, and they have the right to ask questions. And then the government and the state will have to do something about it, because now your notoriety is so big where not only are you being protected by the people who care for you, which is your following, you also, the state will have to do something about it and answer to it. If there is a question that needs to be answered, somebody will need to come forward and do it. So I know that I'm at that place, me and my children, where I gave birth to my children on YouTube. You guys, you saw everything. And I'm a public figure. So if anything happens to me, not that I'm saying anything's going to happen to me, but if anything happens to me, you guys will have the right to ask. Some of you guys have the right to rise up. Some of you guys know certain addresses. You know where to show up. You know what to do. You know who to call. You know what authorities to involve. So I'm just letting you know you all have the power, because I've always been here praying over you guys, encouraging you guys, and talking to you guys. And if you really understand what I'm saying, go ahead and say, yes, you're right. I need to see some comments for those of you who understand what I'm saying. It's your right. You've been here for years. I've been freaking here for years. And you guys have supported me financially in my lowest times. You've asked me to leave something that was killing me and breaking me, that I didn't have the right, because I was using religion to keep me stuck until I almost died. I almost died. And you guys saw all the videos, and you're like, Mariam, it's time for you to get some sense and stop this religious bull crap that you're doing and move. So if you believe what I'm saying and you truly understand what I'm trying to say, you go ahead and comment. Comment. J girl, I need to see your comment. Okay, I'll be back to you. You need to say something. Some of you guys who are commenting. That's your right. Because I'm no longer this private person who's like, I'm private. I don't want my business out there. My business is already out there. All right. My business is already out there. I'm not just anybody, whether I like it or not. I'm a public figure. So some people have the right to go say whatever they want to say about me. Exactly. It's true talk, Abibatu. Exactly. Some people have the right to say what they want to say because I'm a celebrity. Because they say when you're a celebrity, a public figure, you've just given the public rights, even the media, they can say whatever they want to come up with crap about you because they want to sell stuff, right? There's no notoriety. It's going to bring them money. So however they twist the story to do it, you just got no control over that to an extent. You understand? Unless it is overly stupid, whatever they are doing, and they don't have any grounds to say it, then you can, do something about it. But in my case, you know what I mean? So, and I've been here for years. There's like celebrity profiles made about me. So it's out there. So that means if I'm talking to you guys, and I've been supported financially by this platform when I've needed help. You see what I'm saying? And I've really struggled and suffered and been through hell. So in those times when I needed help to be picked up, when I couldn't even get a job because of the documentation with the government, I couldn't do nothing. It was this platform, my YouTube, that God used to keep me going, keep me afloat. You know what I mean? So I cannot deny the fact that God has been faithful. And this platform has given me a sense of community. It's provided me with a sense of focus and a sense of care, in the sense that there are people who have risen up, who have a voice, who have spoken up for me, who have been there for me when I've been in the midst of hell. So, and you guys have the right to ask questions when anything happens, and to call the cops and the authority and report stuff. Just like what happened when I was pregnant with Zoe. When I was pregnant with Zoe, something happened. Le'Veon needed a bath, and me and Hannah I'd asked him to go give Le'Veon a bath. Now, I'm not saying this out of malice or anything, but I'm just talking about a situation that happened. So, anyways, There was something between us, argument. He didn't do it, and then he rushed when I kept talking. I kept talking. Grabbed Le'Veon and took Le'Veon over there and rushed, just yanked him off the bed and took him to the bathroom to give him a bath, whatever. And I was still talking because I was pregnant, y'all. I was hormonal too, and plus the situation was upsetting to me. Anyways, his brother came through. He was standing right there at the door. They were looking at me. The dad too was standing there. He threw a bottle at me with water in it. I was pregnant, 5 months pregnant. This was around December 2017. So threw a bottle at me. I was not talking to him. He was not involved in any way. Threw a bottle at me. It was the door that kept the bottle from hitting me. Immediately, I went I came on YouTube, and I told you guys, oh my God, can you just believe what just happened? I was talking about it. I was scared. I was like, wow, I'm scared. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This kind of attack. Anyways, somebody amongst my subscribers called the cops. Somebody from somebody from my subscribers called the cops. When somebody called the cops came to the house and asked. I didn't even call the cops. It was somebody who called and sent the cops over there. To this day, I don't know who that person is. Because of that, we moved. We moved out of that because I was pregnant. I didn't want to be attacked. I didn't know what the situation would be with my child, me being pregnant. And I'm going to tell you guys another situation that happened. Anyways, I asked for help and you guys supported. I was able to move to the first apartment where we lived at, where Zoe was born peacefully. We lived there for 1 year before we moved to the house that we couldn't afford anymore to take care of, and we lost everything at that. Anyways, you guys, But that was the first instance that happened. So I was scared. I was like, okay, my children, am I going to be safe in this situation with all of this type of attack? You know what I mean? The dad tried to apologize forever, telling me just, it's not like I didn't want to do this. I said, forget about it. It's already gone. You know what I mean? Forget about it. And then another instance that happened. Before I even talk about the next instance, I'm just grateful that I've had people who have been on my side, amongst you guys who've been on my side, and there have been people who cared. And then there have been trolls, of course. You have trolls, and then you have the good people. So, pertaining to getting somebody to watch my kids for me, this is my goal. The person I'm hiring is going to be like an older Mexican woman who is Catholic. Older Mexican woman who's Catholic, who's a family person. You know what I mean? A family woman who, knows how to hold the place. So I will not be paying $2,008 to somebody who, doesn't have the qualities that I want to see to take care of my children for me for 4 days so that their mother can go see her mother and give her a hug, whom she hasn't seen for 13 years. So a Catholic woman a Catholic Mexican mother, you know what I mean, who's a very motherly, caring woman who will come do it for me. Of course, who is not afraid of driving a truck. If she has her own car, if she can drive, see, if she has her own car, that'll be good. You know what I mean? And she can drive a car and she feels comfortable driving the kids in a car, that's fine. But if she cannot drive her own car and she wants to drive mine, she'll have my keys to drive my car wherever she wants to and do it, whatever she wants. But that's what I want. That's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I'll be hiring. Somebody who's dedicated and motherly, somebody, you know what I mean, who has that like caring stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, she doesn't have to clean up my house if she doesn't want to, but of course the dishes when they feed the kids, those will have to be done. But all the other things, I'll make sure I do my cleaning and do everything before I leave so that I'll just be gone for 4 days. You know what I mean? And I'm paying $2,008 for somebody to watch my kids for 4 days. The child support amount that I used to get for the kids is $500 per month. So I'm paying $2,008 for somebody to watch my kids for 4 days. Which, you know what I mean? What sacrifice can I make in order to see my own mother? I feel like I've been in a prison in the US for so long, and I'm not in a prison. It's like, okay, Mary, you're really not in a prison, but though it feels like a prison. But the situation is about your children. They can't get their passport. It's taking forever, and with the stuff happening. So what do you need to do? Do you need to stay and another 13 years go by before anything is done? No. You got to wake up and take action and do what you need to do. You know what I mean? And keep going. So that's pretty much. I know some of you guys have expressed some concerns about leaving my kids, with who and stuff. And Mariam, that I'll be scared because we're already scared before you even had kids. We're scared for you before any stuff happened. People have expressed a lot of concerns. I've expressed concerns too. I have my concerns. I have my fears, and my fears are legit because that's why I have fears. But the thing is, once again, I'm a mother, so it's natural for you to have some kind of concerns and fears when it relates to your children, right? Because you care, and especially when you're a hands-on 247 mother like me, you would be scared too. You know what I mean? But see, the fear that I have when certain people watch my kids when I'm not there, it's not the same as the kind of fear I have when they go to school. All this while they've been going to school, put them in school, go back and pick them. I don't have this fear that something might happen to my kids. No, I don't have that kind of fear towards that. It's different with the kind of fear I have when somebody else, particular person, is watching my kids. And here's why. My first child, you guys already know I lost my first child to a rare heart condition. So this is not me saying anything, but I'm just telling that the basis of my fear when certain people, and then certain people watch my kids. Um, my first child was born with a rare heart condition, and she had a pacemaker. So that means that somebody you would with that when we were at the hospital, they taught us how to do resuscitation. You know what I mean? Because the pacemaker was supposed to kick her heart up when it goes down, but somebody needs to be watching. Your eyes need to be on the child 247, right? Because there was already like it was a delicate situation. Anyways, my eyes were never off my child, but I was not the only parent, right? I'm not the only parent. So one moment, I put my child on the bed, and Hannah was playing a video game at that time. He was playing video. There were two of us in the room. He was playing video games, so I told him to just make sure he focuses and pays attention on the child while I go warm her milk in the kitchen. I went to the kitchen to warm her milk. Baby was laying in the bed, and I came back. My baby was not breathing. And I was still playing video game. I was trying to wake my kid up. What's going on? What's going on? I was like, you told you to watch the kids. You didn't. You were not watching. What's happening? And that was it. That was the last. That was the end of my child. That was the end of my child, my first child. I tried to do resuscitation. I tried to do anything. Nothing happened. Pacemaker didn't pick. I don't know why pacemaker did not pick up. That was it. That was it. 1 second, I left the room to go warm up milk. Somebody was there, was supposed to be watching the kids, but this still happened. The kid was on the bed. But see, that was the doctors told us something like that could happen. You know what I mean? But everybody, just need to be watchful of what you're gonna. Somebody needs to have eyes 247, and that was my eyes. I was doing that all day, and my mind was already messed up because how could I, after all the struggle and pain that been through, have a child who would be born with that type of situation? In that kind of situation, why do I have to be the one to go through this upon all the hell I'm going through? So this is not fair. And then my heart was broken. My life, you guys already knew. We rushed to the hospital. They airlifted her to the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They did everything they could. I told them, could this have been prevented? Could anything happen? They said, well, maybe within the few seconds that this happened, perhaps something could have happened. But with the situation that we told you something like this, it was possible. You resuscitate and all this stuff. Somebody, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't understand, but God knows why. My heart was broken. But in the midst of that brokenness, with everything on top of all the stuff that I've been through, I could not keep putting a step forward. I could not keep living. I could not die and give up in depression and just let my life end. I kept going. For some time, Hannah would tell me he feels like I blame him for the death of my child. So he feels like I guess if he had been more careful, maybe it would not have happened if he had focused. No, I don't know. I told him I don't blame you. You were in the room when this happened, but I don't blame you. You know what I mean? I don't blame you that you had this issue. We already knew what the situation was. I told you to watch her. You were playing your video game, but I came back a few seconds later, and this happened. But doesn't mean I blame you. He felt like I blame him for that situation, but I don't. Now, in my subconscious mind, due to the fact that I've lost a child before, and it was painful and hurtful to me, God blessed me with another child. Well, 9 months later, right? Because I told him I wanted another child, so we had another child. The situation did not happen, wasn't the same. God protected my child. But every time he would take the children out, of course, I would be calling every second just to make sure I'm checking on the kids and make sure that the kids are good. It's not because I don't trust that he can watch the kid, because that's one of the things that he complained about, that I'm not, that I'm that I'm always calling to see if anything is going on with the kids whenever he takes the kids out. I was like, yeah, it's not like I'm not calling to check on them because I don't feel like you're incapable. I don't know. But I'm calling because I've already lost a child before. I've already lost a child before. So my heart, you know what I mean? My mind. That's why I pray. I pray hard so God will take away that anxiety. God will take away that stuff when it comes to my children. But this anxiety only arises when you know who is watching my kids. But when any other person outside, the school, anywhere that it went, I don't feel that type of anxiety. I don't know why, if it's a subconscious thing, if subconsciously I just feel like you can't do this. I don't know why, but that is how I feel. That is how I'm not blaming anybody for nothing, but I don't know why, but that is how I feel. I'm a mother. And this feeling doesn't arise towards everybody else. Anyways, there was another incident that happened when Levion was like 2 years old and Zoe was like a couple of months old. It was at church. Zoe, of course, all of my kids, when I have them, they are glued to my breast 247. Just keep eating milk. Keep eating until, so you can have some food in your belly and grow, because I want you to have some meat and be fat and be chubby and be healthy. You know what I mean? And be healthy. I had Zoe in my hand and I was like, okay, watch Levion. So Levion, because the church that we're going to was the place that this church was being held was a hotel. So they used this hotel conference room. So there was a door that leads outside to the road where cars, guests at the hotel would just be driving by. You know what I mean? And the door is not that the church didn't buckle the door with something that would make the door hard to open and go forth. You know what I mean? So it's if they went closer, they could open the door and go out there. So we were in there praising God and doing things. And I told him, watch Levion. Keep your eyes on Levion, since I have the way in my hand and stuff. I turned after a few seconds. I didn't see what Levion was. He was playing with other people's kids. I didn't see Levion. I said, where's Levion? He's like, I don't know. I said, where's Levion? Okay. Levion had gone outside and there was a car coming through that could have run over Levion in that hotel. I screamed, no! No! That fear and that pain that was in me when I lost my first child, the trauma, I was like, why? In the midst of all the people who were there, I was like, you were supposed to watch this child. You left this child playing with some other person's children. No. I just grabbed Levion and brought him back to myself. I screamed. Everybody heard it. Everybody saw my reaction. It's not because I don't trust that anybody can watch my children, but the thing is, I've lost a child before. I've just explained some situation. But still, in the midst of that, some people will ask me, Mariam, don't leave your children, go with them and stuff. How can I go with them if their passport is not available? I've tried twice now. The first time the money is non-refundable. If you don't respond at the time the government wants you, the passport office wants you to respond. You're giving them free money. And I've been giving free money away, y'all. And you guys have known that my issue has been money and perhaps stability. Okay? All right? But in spite of that, some of you guys have commented, Mariam, this is not safe. Don't leave your children with anybody, even their father. Don't do this and that. It's like, no, that is their father too. You should be able to take care of the children, right? I know I do have fears and anxiety. But these fears, when my children are in school, I don't have that type of fear and anxiety. It doesn't come up when they're in school with other strangers and people who are watching them out there. It doesn't come. It only comes when people who are supposed to be close are watching them. And certain people, you guys know who. So in spite of that, I'm still like, okay, in spite of the fears and the anxiety and the fact that I'm being blamed, he's projecting and feeling like I blame him for the death of my first child, which I don't. I've never told him I blame you. I never even got angry and said it was your fault, watching. But subconsciously, I guess, I don't know. Things have happened that would have been disastrous, but God's faithfulness has been good for me and my children. So the reason why I have tried to build my life in a way where my children will be there and I wouldn't have to rely on anybody or try to go seek help from anybody, neglecting my kids, it's not because I'm I'm dumb or whatever. I don't know. Some people try to call me useless, but I ain't useless. I know I'm not. It's because, see, there's something in me. There's something God knows I'm going to do in this world. There's a change. There is something that there's a particular kind of revival that God's going to use me to do in this world that is connected to the pain that I've been through. You guys already know I've told God I'm open to it. But I'm not going to be a charlatan while I'm doing it, which is the fact that just throw up everything and become this preacher that starts telling people this and relying on people to pay my bills and stuff. No, it sucks. Nobody's going to pay my bills. The fact that I've had people help me in the time of intense need, the sustainability of myself and my children has come from my hard work and commitment to making sure that I do what needs to be done. I learned something that I can sell and make sure that my children and I are okay. I give myself to learning something new programs that can get me opportunities that will make me indispensable in whatever field I choose to go into, which also takes into consideration the fact that the lifestyle I want for me and my children, I'm always there. They have somebody there who's there for them and who's also making sure that they're taken care of and there's a roof over their heads and I have food, they have everything. You know what I mean? So I always build my life on whatever I want to do around my children and the fact that I want them to have a wholesome life and a presence, not just any presence, a powerful, godly, exemplary, protective presence. And God has been faithful. God has been faithful. So, with that being said, and all of this, I'm going to look for, it's going to be like a Mexican woman who's an older woman and who is Catholic, who can just watch my kids. Somebody who knows, yeah, devil, you're a bastard. It was like, yeah, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here and take care of these kids, you know. I can't be paying $2,000, $3, y'all. All right. Sorry, I just got a client asking me for a quote for a particular travel destination. So I got to respond to her and let her know I'll be getting back to her with that information. So, yeah. But the truth of the matter is, I don't want to feel like I'm in a prison because I feel like I've been in a prison in the US for so long. And I'm not in a prison, y'all. I've been a very good citizen. I've been a committed taxpayer, y'all. You guys, do you know that my tax bracket increased last year? I didn't even know how much money I made until I was doing my taxes. You know what I mean? Until I was doing my taxes last year, I was like, whoa. And then I had to pay so much out in taxes. I was like, what the heck? Because I was thinking I was going to get money back and do this and do that. You know what I mean? And stuff because of this. But no, they said, hey, woman, your tax bracket increased. You stepped up. You got to pay us more. I was like, wow, that's awesome. But yeah, so I understand the concerns that some of you guys have. Some of you guys have had, some of you guys, because I don't know if it's because you're on the internet or you feel responsible for me. Some of you guys feel like you're my parent. You feel very responsible for me. Which, by the way, I talked to my mom and I told her about, what's going on. She and I, we've had a relationship. After all of this craziness and the manipulation I went through and all of my bad choices and mistakes and stuff that I did, which I completely own up to. And I talked to her and repaired my relations like that. Everything I tried and I thought I was doing right, but it was obvious that the enemy was just taking me down the path of destruction to ruin my life. But when everything turned and all of that stronghold was broken off of me, and I woke up and came to my senses and everything, and it took God whooping my butt and me going through hell to be able to wake up because I was foolish and dumb and using religion to mask me, to make me foolish, become a human doormat. I was speaking to my mom and crying. I was like, you know what? I've not seen you in a long time. In the past, it was because of the documentation. I didn't have it, and maybe money issue. But no, it's no longer money issue. Which, by the way, my sister could just buy me ticket to fly over there. Y'all, it sucks. You come to the US to try to make it so that you can help your family. But I came to the US to try to make it, but I've had so many obstacles in my way. And that was the family that I had in mind to be able to assist, to be able to do things for. God has been blessing them. But I've been the one in a country that is supposed to be a place flowing with milk and honey for me. I've been the one stuck. I felt like I've been in a prison. While I've been here, I've been serving. Okay, what do you call it? Community service. I've done it. Doing it like somebody who has millions of dollars, raised funds and put all towards helping other people. I've documented all of those things. When companies that I work with and people do background check on me, they see me going out there helping people. They see me running a company as a CEO. They were like, "Oh my goodness, you've done so much." Wow. I was like, "Yeah, right." When you see somebody who's done so much like that, you think they're Oprah Winfrey. But I think that's in my future. That's in my future. God has a future to make me like Oprah. God has a future that has my name on it, written in golden ink. And that's exactly what I want. See, the enemy is not fighting me for who I think I am or the mistakes that I've made. The enemy is fighting me for what is in me, for what God has placed in me that is about to be birthed. And when that thing is birthed, the whole world will know my name. And the whole world will know God's name. And those who hear about God will bow down to the glory and the power of the God who is in me, who's put something in me that I cannot even see or fathom. But the enemy sees and is trying so hard to stop me from and fight me from and keep me from seeing. And for some reason, I feel like my going back to Nigeria to activate something, the enemy doesn't want to see it because that's going to be the activation that transforms everything for me. That's how I feel. Because if it is not the case, why would having my children watched and taken care of by somebody who's supposed to do it be a problem? Because if nobody does it, then I have to do it. If I have to do it, then that's another year I stay back and I don't see my family. That's another year in struggling and confusion. I feel like, okay, am I really punked? Am I being punked? Am I in a prison in the US? But I'm walking freely everywhere. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a good citizen. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So what is going on? To mess with my mind. The enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Trying to mess with my mind. The enemy tries to steal your good works. I read the text to you guys. I shared you guys with some things. And that text sounds like somebody like me who has actually proven to be capable, proven to be there, proven to show what they are worth and their commitments and their work. But only it's not me writing that text. Only it's not me. It's just coming from somebody who hasn't done any of the things that they kind of claim and perceive that they've done. But no, they're not. And this is what is it's just psychopathic to me. It's a lot of people go through psychological and emotional abuse and all that stuff, where a psychopath will make you feel like, and even a narcissist, they will do some things and just project it on you and make you feel like, okay, you're the one who's doing it, and you're the one who's crazy, but you're not. Why? Because there's a demonic spirit that tries to. It's the spirit of it's a familiar spirit and a spirit of what's that spirit called? Well, that spirit that kind of is a masking spirit. That spirit, it's just like when people smoke weed. I don't smoke weed, I don't drink, I don't do nothing. Okay. That kind of stuff, that life, no. Where I used to be, all of that life and drug addiction and what they call it, all of that stuff, abuse, you know what I mean? Environment I used to live in. My children and I, we don't live in that environment. Anyways, the enemy will try to mask it. If you don't speak your truth. The enemy will try to make things look like you're the problem. But the truth of the matter is, I have been doing my videos and I've been filming my vlogs, and you guys have been seeing me go about my children and try to do this, see and follow my journey and follow me. And everybody else here who has seen me with my children and my journey are like, oh my gosh, they've seen my commitment and they've seen me, the kids, teachers, the kids, whatever I do and everything, they see me. So anyways, but the enemy will try to mask your good if you don't speak up and stand up against it, which I haven't spoken up and stand up against it, because if I did, just like Pastor Kim always says, I have the receipt. It's just one thing that will blow up and it's over for the devil. It's a big blow. That punch that Jesus already gave, that crushed Satan forever. They will try to mask. If you keeping quiet and you keep your mouth shut for so long that you never see anything, they will mask it. The enemy will try to frame you. All of your good works will try to present it as though you are bad, as though you're incapable. But see, it's not like you're incapable. You're wonderful. You're amazing. You're sweet. You're lovely. But if you keep accepting certain things, the enemy will try to mess with your mind So in so doing, the enemy may be able to project that kind of behavior to you so that you start acting like the expectation of the enemy. And when you start acting like what they projected, then that's when trouble will begin to come. You begin to do the things that will make you look incapable. You begin to do things and fall in the trap of the wicked, which could ruin not only your life, but the lives of your children, who God has a great future for. So the enemy is not fighting you for your present. The enemy is fighting you for what God has placed in you and for that wonderful future, that life that is awaiting you, your realization as you rise up. Because the Bible says that that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. And the Bible says that that all creation awaits the manifestation of the children of God, the sons and daughters of God. And there's this scripture that I really want to read. That the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, only the violent take it by force. You know what I mean? So if you don't rise up and speak against something, you don't rise up and fight, which I haven't fought because I feel like, okay, I'm out of hell. And me and my children were on our own. I'm doing my thing my own. I'm not going anywhere to go get in anybody's business or anything. No, I don't want to be in your business. No, I want to be in my own business. I have too much business to focus on because there's a life I'm trying to create. Because the enemy did not steal the years I spent in America toiling and struggling and giving back to this country. I've given back a lot. So I'm about to reap. And the Bible says it's about to be pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It's about to be like Amos 9:13. I'm about to bless you. Blessing upon blessing, it'll make your head spin. That's the kind of blessing that I know is coming my way and that I'm taking, I'm claiming, I'm taking, y'all. I'm taking it, I'm stepping into it. But so long as I don't stand up and create a boundary and say no to certain things that the enemy is trying to do and use everything that I've got and everything that's within my power to try to rise up, then certain things will continue. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not in a prison in the US. I've been in the US trying to make my life better. When I was in college, I was an A student. I was in the dean's list, the president's list, the this list, the this list. Who is who was who amongst who in colleges in the United States. Go look at their list from 2014, 2012. You'll see my name on it, Mariam Dogo, Mariam Dogo, Mariam Dogo. In Colorado, you go to their walls of what they call it, achievements and all that stuff. You find my name right there, Rising Star, Mariam Dogo. If you go everywhere, I've been a very model citizen. But for some reason, I've made some really poor life choices in terms of the kind of relationships I've gotten myself in. You see what I'm saying? I made very poor life choices. And those choices, because I haven't created boundaries or spoke up enough or stood up, I've allowed those choices to really kind of like eat up on me. Now, me trying to avoid it and just focusing on building myself up, I'm not trying to focus and waste my time in trying to get rid of this once and for all, however way, whatever means necessary, has made the enemy feel like the enemy has so much power over me, so that power that the enemy has over me, almost like the enemy wants to take credit for all the work that I've done, all the things that I've done, and try to take my place and try to insinuate and project that they are the one. Like when, even according to the law, even a fool, when a fool wakes up and looks at me and my record and all the things, the fool will say, yeah, even I'm a fool, I'm a dumb fool, but man, this woman is, this woman has been doing a whole lot, baby. Without a family here, with nobody here, she's been freaking doing it like a workhorse, man. Even a fool will recognize it. So what I'm trying to say is, y'all, I think God has something great. There's something. The enemy's not fighting me for what has happened in the past, for the present. It's fighting me for what is in me and for what is about to be birthed, what the enemy doesn't want to be birthed. But because greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world, the devil cannot stop me. I can only be the one to stop myself. So I'm saying this to say that I'm going to Nigeria and I'm going to hire a Mexican Catholic older mother woman to come watch my kids for me. And I'm going to pay them $2,008 to do it for 4 days. 4 days. 4 days, $2,008, baby. I wish I were that woman, man. Who will pay me $2,008? Ah! $2,008 for 4 days. Anybody would want that job. And they would want me to enlist them every time, because obviously anytime I need to travel, I need somebody to watch. I'm gonna need somebody to watch my kids. It means big money Mariam will have to money, 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 money to somebody. That means I'll have peace of mind. You know what I mean? paid you $2,008 and you're what I want and your mother, yeah. You take care of my kids. If my kids misbehave, you bring them back to earth and let them know. Let me tell you something. Jesus does not like this behavior. Jesus does not like this behavior. So you better stop it. That's what I'm like. People like, okay, we love Jesus and we're gonna do it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Anyways, and God is going to continue to provide because I know the Bible says, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it been revealed to the hearts of men what God has in store. So I believe what God has in store for me is greater and beyond what I have even imagined or perceived. So I need to give God the chance to show up. And in showing up, I know that I need to do certain things that I need to do on my part. You know what I mean? I can't keep saying, Holy Father, Jesus, do this, and just sit my butt down and do nothing. I'm going to get my butt up, do what needs to be done spiritually. I will still do the Holy Father and Jesus, Holy Ghost fire, consume every enemy who's trying to stand in my way and every demonic soul tie, crush, destroy, I bind in the name of Jesus. So I'll still do, and then I'll get up and say, okay, what needs to be done on this physical? What actions need to be taken? Let's go. Let's do it. So I think the problem with a lot of people who are suffering under going through emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, is the fact that so long as they are quiet about it, they are the people who are doing it, okay, their abusers will be empowered. But the moment they start talking and open up their mouth and start talking, it's being exposed. No matter how much drama people like, when they start hearing those type of disturbing things about what other people are going through, they start somebody's gonna act. There's gonna be a reaction. And people who are abusive, they don't the last thing they want is for people to expose the truth. The last thing they want is for people to expose the truth of who they truly are. They don't want that. They don't want that. It exposes, that's when their power is in the secret. So long as they can keep instigating their power in the secret, yeah, that's where their power lies. And once again, I told you guys all these things, why I have anxiety when certain people watch my kids. When I was pregnant with Zoe, I had this attack where a bottle of water was thrown at me, okay? And we had to leave. We left that place, and that's when we moved in an apartment. And every day in that apartment, I would be telling you guys, oh my God, I feel so good. Man, this heat in here is so beautiful because it's cold this winter. Ah, you know what I mean? And like your daughter was born in a different place. And also, when Zoe was little and Le'Veon was like 2, he almost got run over. And I lost my first child. 1 minute, my baby was alive, waiting on me to go get some milk. The next second, I came in here crying over my dead child. And somebody was supposed to be watching my child. And we learned how to resuscitate. And I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody because the situation that we were in was a really, 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 really difficult situation. Because the problem with the heart, the problem with the issue of the heart and that stuff that happened to my first child, the doctors told us this is very serious situation. You need to be careful. You need to watch. You need to do this. And we learned to resuscitate. We learned to do different things. So the pacemaker should help. That's why we put the pacemaker in. If the heart stops, the pacemaker can trigger it. But you know how to resuscitate and all that stuff. But my child passed. Said I blamed him. I never opened up my mouth to say I blame you for my child or you did this. I don't hold any resentment or anything. No. But the truth of the matter is, every time I leave my kids, I still feel anxious a little bit. Like, and I call, I blast text. Where are you guys? When are you coming? Bring the kids back home. They have school. What is going on? I do it. I do it. The things that I do, they annoy you know who, but I do it because if you've ever lost a child before and you've ever been to a traumatic situation, you've ever been in a place where you felt like you were not welcome and still you had so much going on and you were wondering, how did my life get to this point? And then God finally entrusted you with kids that you can be a protector for, you can watch over. If you are somebody who has some sense and who has some type of heart of compassion and love, You would act like me. But if you don't, because I know some people would choose other people over their children. Some people would choose relationship over their children. Some people would choose a man over their children. Some people would choose trauma and abuse over their children. But that person is not me. I will never choose abuse, trauma, dysfunction over my children. I will never choose abuse, trauma, dysfunction, manipulation, trash over my children. That is why I can be single for the rest of my life so long as I get to be whole for my children. So long as I get to be whole for my children. But the thing is, I'm too sexy. And there's men lined up who would like me, who would want me. But the thing is, what kind of spirit is lined up? Is it the same demon in a different skin that is trying to come mess with my life? I ain't got time for that demon, y'all. And I'm still praying deliverance over myself. God, any demonic seed in me that is causing me to attract dysfunction, evil, demon possessed, demonic, Lord, take it away. Remove it. Remove it from me. Because I don't want that. Remove it from me, God. Deliver me from it. Whatever it is. And Father, I'm not even praying for you to bless me with a man and do this and do that so my life can be whole. No. I'm asking you to heal me. Whatever is the remnant of that thing that caused me to attract, just take it away. God, take it away. I know there are still wonderful men out there. That's why I'm not over here bashing men or saying, oh, men are so amazing. Some men are so dumb. And I'm not bashing it. I know there are still good people out there. But God, right now, I'm asking you to help me to be whole and be strong and be amazing for my children and successful and raise strong, wonderful people. You know what I mean? And do a great job at it. So God, whatever it is, take it away. Because I want to be a good person. I want to be a better version of myself each day. Each day. But I feel comfortable when my children are at school in the midst of those teachers who do a great job taking care of them. I don't call them every second. Hi, I'm not that kind of parent because there are some parents who call them every second, driving them crazy. I do drive them crazy on certain occasions, but not all occasions. Certain occasions, like when I want my kid's birthday celebrated at school and I buy all these cakes and all these things, all the kids should sing happy birthday to my kids because my kids do that too. And then they don't want to do it, telling me some kids don't celebrate birthdays, so we can't do it. No, I don't care. If you don't celebrate and you're not happy, it doesn't mean I can't be happy and celebrate. You know what I mean? You can't steal my joy because you don't like joy. Like, no. Anyways, that stuff drives me crazy. It took me over there that day and I was screaming and shouting like a crazy person. But that's the only time you ever see me show up and do that kind of crazy thing. And I'm loud. They all know me. But I never call them every day checking up on my children. Are they safe? Did anybody come to the school to shoot? No. My mind is calm. Before they leave the house, I pray over them and I pray over the school. But my phone is always with me. Should the school try to contact me, I'm always available. Because when you have children, you're always available. Your phone is always on. You always want to make sure you are picking up the call. When some unusual calls come in, you want to pick up and follow up and see if it is something that relates to your kids when your kids are not at home. Those are the things that I do. You see what I'm saying? So me now planning to go to Nigeria. My heart is going to be at peace once I hire a Mexican woman who's a Catholic. You know what I mean? I'm paying them $2,008, y'all, to watch my kids for me. $2,008. Man, who could come and hire me for $2,008 for 4 days? But anyways, gotta do that. But that's why I said I think God's got a vision for my life that includes being a billionaire like Oprah. I'm not just talking about being a millionaire because I'm about to get there. God's gonna take me there. It's about to happen. But I'm talking about God taking me so big, so large to a place because I didn't go through all the suffering and struggles that I've been through in America. My child didn't die for nothing. I didn't lose my child for nothing. I didn't almost lose my mind for nothing, my dignity for nothing, my sense of family and love and peace and coziness for nothing because I felt empty and useless and used up and shredded for a while, but God healed me. It took a healing process to remove all of that demonic thing. So yeah, it's gonna happen. But somebody's gotta make money off of me. Gotta make money, baby. It's gonna be a Mexican wonderful woman. Once I start doing my interview process, which is soon, we'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, this Nigerian trip is gonna happen by the grace of God, and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna be at peace, and I'm gonna be communicating with who's watching my kids, video calls, making sure everything is good, and I'll be back. So going to Nigeria is gonna be good. Honestly, I feel like there's something. God is about to activate something. Because being disconnected from Nigeria for a while, I love Nigeria, my country. That's where I was born. It's been too long. Step there. Once I read that airport, y'all, I'm gonna bring out my camera and begin to pray. Lebra gate liga. I activate that greatness, whatever it is that God brought me for, which I'm glad my family and stuff. But God, the blessing. Every land has a blessing. All right. Even Nigeria is blessed. I declare by the power of the Holy Ghost. Lebra gate. I'll start speaking in tongues. People are gonna think I'm crazy. I'll start speaking in tongues in the airport, just dancing, just yes! I'll be filming it so you guys can see. All of this will be in the video, y'all. All of this will be in the video. I'll cover it in the video so you guys can see. I'll just bring my tripod with me and I'll be like, you guys are going to experience the joy with me. It's going to be good. But anyways, here you go, you guys. That's the GoFundMe link. If you want to experience the joy with me and you want to support, go ahead and support. I'm telling you. Freedom! See, some people will come to America think it's the ultimate freedom. But I'm going to Nigeria and think it's the ultimate freedom because it's almost like I've been in jail for 13 years, been in the US. And the US is supposed to be the land of the free. It's supposed to be the land of the free. But because of the choices I've made, because of the demonic, I don't know, the satanic, demonic activities and stuff, it's just ridiculous. But anyways, I go to Nigeria and say freedom, and everybody's going to be looking at me. My sister, what is going on? Like, I'm happy to be back home. Were you in jail? It felt like it. But no, I was not. But yeah, that's the situation, y'all. My mind will be at peace, though, with doing that. I know, PM, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. Like, you guys are going to see the series. The series of videos will be so crazy good. I could even feel it. I could feel it. They'll be so good. I can't wait. It's so exciting to even think about, y'all. I feel like there's something that needs to be activated. That God is about to do something even greater. That's how I feel in my spirit. It's about time. It's about time. Greatness activated, y'all. This land may be the land of the great or whatever, blah, 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 but there's a lot of demonic forces that will try to pull you down before you can rise up. A lot of forces of darkness, uselessness that will try to grab at you. But only the strong will survive. And I'm strong. I'm getting stronger every day. I'm surviving every blow. Bring it on, devil. Jesus already brought you down already and gave me victory, but I guess I got to pass through the storm. He's with me, but I still need to throw some punches, baby. Let's go, devil. Pooh, you have no power. I'm fighting from the place of victory. I already won, bastard. Pooh, yeah. Take that, devil. In the name of Jesus, I am free. You're like, go about my house just screaming, I am free, devil. I'm not trapped. I am free. I'm free indeed. Yes, I'm free. I am free. I'm free. I'm not trapped. I'm free. The devil is a liar. There's nothing the devil has against me. No. Devil, you have nothing against me, baby. I've been good. I've been dedicated. I'm a child of God. I'm free indeed. So take that. Pooh! Pooh! How do you like that now? Man, I learned that from Pastor Stephen Furtick, man. He gets me all fired up with his messages, y'all. Even Pastor Kim, when she starts talking and starts getting in the zone, baby, let's go. And see, I know what it feels like to get in the zone because I played basketball. And when I'm in the zone, baby, every ball I have in my hand goes into the hoop. And every rebound I'm going for, I'm getting it. Nobody's getting it. Nobody. When I'm in the zone, everything flows. I remember the game. There was this one game I played in college, Division 1 basketball. and I was in the zone. It was a Thanksgiving fiesta that we had in college. I was in the zone, baby. Nobody could stop me. Every rebound I went for, poof, I got it. And there was a style to it. There was like a swag to it too. I got it. And then every time they give me a shot and I like do the shimmy. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but those of you who are sports fans, you know. And I turn around, it goes in, baby. Swish, swish, swish. And guess what? At the end of the day, when they were awarding best players during that event, I got an award. I could show you guys my award. Let me go get it. So you guys know when I'm talking about stuff, I'm not just talking. It's because I got stuff to prove. Give me 1 second. Let me go bring my award and show you guys. All right, I'll be back, you guys. Is it on my wall? All right, you guys. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. All right, let me come here, y'all. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm here. Okay. Are you guys ready? Who's ready? So I'm not lying, y'all. I'm a superstar. I've always been, but my life went down when I got unequally yoked. I went downhill, and I became useless. Because you always, when you open up your heart to somebody, when you open up your heart to somebody, right? You always get to their level, especially if you're somebody who's very compassionate, like I am. You either rise up to their level or you go low to their level. If they are low, you go low. If they are high, you go high. If your standard is already at a certain point, it can come down based on the yoke, especially when there is sexual connection, sexual activities involved and it's so tied, it'll bring you down. It can sap the life out of you. It can ruin your life, take away from you. There becomes an exchange. There's an exchange of energy. If the energy you are taking is that energy that doesn't mesh with the person that you are, with the life force in you, what it does, it begins to, the thing that makes you and amazing and authentic, it starts dying. Your life starts going downhill, and a lot of things start happening in your life, because that's what happened to me. I went downhill. A lot of things happened to me that should never have happened due to the choices and the unequal yoke. It was an unequal yoke. And as soon as that was broken, even me, I didn't want to let go. It was God that made it happen, as though I was going to be suffering. Like it was something, anyways. But as soon as that was broken, my life took off. Here we go. All tournament meets, 19th annual Georgia State University Thanksgiving tournament, November 23rd through to the 24th. Look at that. All tournament team. You know what this means? This you only get this when you do exceptional work, y'all. You only get this when you're in the zone, baby. I was in the zone, man. I think that if I go online on Georgia State Athletics, the website, I should be able to pull up my stats. I should be able to pull up my stats from that event. But yeah, This was the award that they gave me. I was in the freaking zone, baby. And then here's another one that I was going to show you guys. I have many. I have several. Okay. I remember when I would take this person to my award ceremony to be awarded, and I'd be dressed up, and they would be looking like they just came out of a pigsty, and I would be looking like a supermodel. And everybody keeps asking me, by the way, are you a model? Are you a model? I was like, you should go be a model. Anyways, looking like a pigsty, my teammates were like, Mariam, what are you doing with? And then complaining, I don't like awards. They suck. Awards suck. I never got another award. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm over there receiving awards. Georgia State Panther All Academic Team. (2013, 2014). Mariam Dogo. That's my name, y'all. That sounds like the name of a great person. Sounds the name of a great person, like the name of a great person. I've been through hell. Some of you guys will look at me as like, life should have never taken you down this path. There's a reason for that. I had to go down this path because I'm about to save a lot of people out of hell. God is about to use my voice to save a lot of women out of hell. God is about to break some yokes from some people's lives because of me. Everything, the hell that I went through is not for nothing. I should never have made the mistake that landed me in hell. I should never have gone that route. I pride myself in making the right decisions and best decisions and doing the right thing. But for some reason, I still made some bad decisions that hurt my life, that looked like they set my life back for 13 years. But it's not for nothing. Because God will use every hell that you've been through, give you a life that you thought you could have had if you had never made the mistake that you made. And in the process, He's going to use your hell to deliver other people from hell. So my hell is not going to go to waste, baby. Hell nah. Pastor Kim said it. She went through hell, some by choice, some by choice, some not by choice. But my hell ain't going to waste. It was a detour so God could help me feel compassion for those people going through stuff and bring them out of hell. I was never born to be in the hellhole, in the pit of the miry clay. I was never supposed to be in that pit. Never. But I had to go completely low to learn the lessons that needed to be learned. I had to go completely low to learn the lessons that needed to be learned, so that from me, other people will not have to go through that hell. My life is a testimony. This is my testimony from death to life. I'll testify by Jesus Christ the righteous. I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. So that's it. That's it, y'all. I'm excited for Nigeria. Who's excited? Come on now, let's see. Who's excited? Who is excited for Nigeria? Who is excited for Nigeria? I'm telling you, I'm going to go crazy at that airport. I'm going to go crazy at that airport. Who is excited for Nigeria? Who is excited for Nigeria, baby? Nigeria. You would think that Nigeria in this case, is the US. Where somebody like, I felt when I got my US, passport, not passport. I got my US visa to go to college. I was like, play basketball. Yes, let's go. To be trapped and feel like a prison for years. Now I'm going to Nigeria and I'm feeling like, wow, the country that I couldn't wait to leave. Now I'm like, I have to. Nobody can stop me. No devil can keep me from going. So I have to. I'm gonna go over there and act. Like when I first came to the US, I didn't even like people like, oh yes, yeah, like they project in movies. But I'm gonna act that way when I go to Nigeria. It's gonna be like somebody going to the US thinking that they are about to enter. They're about to go. What do you call it? They're about to enter like what's that land? The land flowing with milk and honey, and just start picking milk and honey off the streets and plucking money and dollars off the trees. That's how I'm gonna act. Which obviously is not the situation because you go through hell. You go through hell. And then once you endure for a little while, God is about to do something that will blow your mind. And I truly believe it. God is about to do something that will blow my mind. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it been written in the hearts of men what God is about to do. And I believe it, and I claim it, and I declare it, and I walk in the truth of it in the name of the Lord. No power from hell can stop it, no demon can take it away, no bastard devil can stand in the way. No, because I didn't come to this country to be a prisoner. That's how it felt. My child, my daughter passed away. My first child. Could it have been prevented? I don't know. The pacemaker was supposed to do something, but then eyes were supposed to be on my child. So when my children are involved, I have to be possessive. I do. Because I know how it feels like to live in trauma, to endure. So I understand some people's nervousness. I asked my mom, I said, Mama, I need to come see you. I must come see you. Don't leave your children with that person. Oh, I'm telling you, do not leave your children with that person. Look for an Ebira person. Look for somebody who be Ebira. So my mom said I should look for somebody from my village in Atlanta, somebody from Ebira town, because she believes that if that person is from my village where my mom came from, then that person would understand how to take care of kids and will be there and do a better job. So Mama, where in America, where in Atlanta am I going to find somebody from Ebira land? Where? Don't leave your children with that person. I was like, don't worry. See, I feel the fear, but I cannot allow my fears as a mom to get in the way, to mess with my mind. However, if maybe that person don't feel confident, say they go feed do am because of I don't know. What can I do? I don't want many years to go by again and keep saying, I'm going to go to Nigeria one day. Oh, someday. Like a lot of people who regret it on their deathbed, all they talk about is the places they should have gone, the things they should have done, the family they should have been there for. I don't want to be like that. 13 years has already been sacrificed, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no. Devil is a liar. It's not worth it. All of the delays. And I know that God is not going to let any one of those ounce of delays to go to waste. God's not going to let it go to waste. God will not let it go to waste. God won't let it go to waste. No pain, no tear I've ever shared. No pain, no sliver of the shatter that my heart has gone through over and over again. The breaking, the crushing that my heart has gone through over and over again will be a waste. It will not be a waste. God is going to use it. God is going to use it for his glory. God is going to use it all for his glory. The devil is a liar. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna act like that idiot, that fool that just like comes to America and starts like, yes, and start speaking like the Americans. Start speaking like the Americans. So what's up, everybody? Hey, yeah, yeah. You know, some of these African movies you watch and you see an African coming to the US for the first time, and it's like, hey, what's up, everybody? Whoa! My name is Adekunle, and I am here in America. I am finally in America. Hello, hi, hey, pretty, hey, this. I'm gonna be that fool in Nigeria, my own country, to show the importance of how amazing this country is to me. I'm home finally. Thank you, Jesus. I might even cry at the airport. I might freaking cry the very first time the plane just lands, touches down in Abuja, the federal capital territory in Nigeria. I might start crying. I'm going to be so overwhelmed. I will just bring out the camera and start crying for you guys, so you guys can just feel the emotion. Start crying. I left this country, this beautiful, amazing country, to go to America that is supposed to be a land flowing with milk and honey. But instead, I suffered in spite of everything I gave. And then the devil wanted to keep me from coming to you, country Nigeria. Jesus, I thank you. Oh. You do well, I love you. Oh. You don't make my life better. I go to thank you forever. Oh, you be Baba. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not taking a big bag with me too. I'm thinking I want to just bring my backpack with me. I'm gonna need my backpack anyways, and just put a few things in there because I don't want to. I don't want to travel light. I don't want to travel heavy. I don't want to travel heavy. I want to travel light and be on my feet. But again, I'm thinking, do I need to buy a lot of chocolate and different things that I'm gonna put in a suitcase that I'm gonna give to little kids? You know what I mean? Just a lot of like things in a bag, and just use check that in so that that bag would just be filled with goodies and stuff. I don't even know what should I just know. Should I not do that? Because I'm more excited about seeing family than all the goodies. What do I do? But the thing is, I don't need to worry about none of that. What matters is the fact that I'm freaking free, and I'm gonna be kissing the sand on which I was born. I might even kiss the ground, and then wipe my face off with whatever antiseptic or something. I don't know. But oh my goodness, this is so amazing. So amazing. It's so amazing to me. But yeah, I'm gonna hire a Mexican woman. For a Mexican woman, yeah, a Catholic is gonna watch my kids for me, and I'll pay them $2,000 for 4 days. $2,008 for 4 days. And I'm even saying $2,008. That's not tax. Tax is not included though. Tax not included. Tips not included. I will be paying $2,008 for people to watch my kids for 4 days. When their child support that I don't even care about is $500 a month. Boy, this Mariam is Oprah Winfrey. I am Oprah. I'll be paying 4 times that amount for 4 days. Went for a whole month, 30 days or 31 days or whatever. The child support is 500, which I don't care about. Oh, Lord. Father Lord, I just want to say thank you because of that seed that you planted in me, that thing that I haven't seen that the enemy has fought me for. I just want to say thank you, Father, for all the battles that I've had to fight that I was not looking for all of the fire I've had to go through that I didn't set or start, for the storms that I have had to go through, but perhaps my life's decisions created for me. But through it all, God, these things would have killed me, broken me, torn me apart, but they didn't. But God, I just want to say thank you because there is a diamond that is being birthed, a diamond that is being purified. There is something that is coming out that I don't see yet, but you see, which is the reason why I'm being fought by the enemy. But God, I just want to say thank you because it's about time for this diamond to be revealed, and I'm open. I'm open, Lord. Do it. Do it. Whatever it takes, whatever you got to do, Lord, I am completely open. Do it. Expose what you need to expose. Crush what you need to crush. Remove, uproot Do whatever you need to do. Destroy what needs to be destroyed. But God, have your way and cause this beautiful diamond to begin to shine bright. Let it begin to shine and sparkle now. And let the sparkle increase and intensify for your glory. It's all for your glory, God. If it wasn't for your grace, God, every storm that I've ever had to endure and go through would have crushed me. Every fire would have burnt me. Every lie would have turned me in pieces. Every satanic expectation and projection would have turned me in pieces. But God, your grace, your mercy, your protection, and that seed of greatness, whatever it may be, God, that only you know in me, you have preserved my life. So God, take the glory. The glory is not mine, but yours. Take the glory. Take the glory. The battle is yours. Take the glory. Wonderful, y'all. Ah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm now understanding this concept. Home is where the heart is. Home is not somebody you are entangled with thinking that, oh my God, this and that. And home is where there is peace. There is mental peace, emotional peace, physical peace. Home is where there is sense, clarity, and kind of like rationality, responsibility, kindness, love, care. Home is not sexual urges that will spark up a little bit and dissipate within a short time, then spark up again and dissipate. Unless you do that type of sexual intercourse, and you are like a hired sexual intercourser, whatever it is, you have to you are hired to give people sexual pleasure. So that means that's your job. You're getting paid for it. So you can leave as soon as the person gets there. That's it. That's okay. Then keep doing it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not judging you, but baby, you're carrying all kinds of demons. So, anyways, but wherever that is involved and you still feel you're not free, and there's a lot of, you got to make that decision and pray to God for freedom and get your ass out. God had to do it for me. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the home of peace that I have with my children. I'm grateful for the, like, yes, I don't like trouble. And I was listening to my coach yesterday, Arash Vasuki, Voss Coaching Co. Y'all, I have a coach, a life coach. I'm so happy because I finally did that, the coaching program and stuff. Invested in myself. I love the fact that I invested in myself, setting the standard, doing this coaching program. And I was listening to him, and he said that you can never experience financial freedom in a place where there is emotional trauma, there is emotional abuse, there's just you're not happy. And then I realized that when I was in a relationship that was not benefiting me and I was trying too hard and praying to God to heal something that God didn't even want me in the first place, and something that was killing me. And God is saying, why are you asking me to heal something that's killing you when you could just walk? Well, you didn't walk. So I had to do something else to get you out. The reason why I couldn't seem to break through financially. I couldn't seem to break through, couldn't even get the job, couldn't even my documents and everything. It was because of that. It was because of that. Everything shifted and changed when I was out of that toxicity. When I was out of that toxicity. So my moves, my steps, I started seeing doors open. I started seeing things get brighter. Things that I would normally do in the past that would fail, they wouldn't fail. Now, if they failed, shortly after something better would come out of it. Shortly after I would own a franchise. Shortly after I was looking for partners to do it with me, thinking I didn't have what it takes. But God already said you had what it took because of all of the sacrifice I'd already made years before. And then finally, when I made the move, afraid and scared and nervous, I realized that I could purchase this thing without a sweat. And I did it. And then Nigeria, here we come. Wanted my kids to go with us in July. The passport and everything delayed. Decided to go by myself, thinking arrangements was already made for the kids, to have. But then that too became a problem. So now we got to do something else. I got to pay out of my pocket to get somebody to watch my kids, which will give me peace of mind because I know I'm at peace when somebody else watches my kids than certain people. Strangers watching my kids gives me more peace than people who are supposed to be close. It sucks, but and again, that's how I feel. And then now, this country is a great country. It is a great country. But the past 13 years have been more hell than great. But I had to go through hell. I had to go through hell because this country owes me, and this country is going to pay up in terms of the opportunities that God is about to bring. I know it's about to come because all of this stuff is not for nothing. So I'm ready, and I will be sharing my testimony. Because these days, all I come here to tell you guys is just like, oh, this just happened. You guys are, well, you didn't tell us when you were taking steps towards it. Well, I can't tell you everything. In the past, I did tell everything. And some people will laugh and this stuff. I even try to bring some people along, do some things, legit things, y'all. Not in the past when I was struggling and whatever. And some people don't want to do it because it made me realize that a lot of people are not invested in themselves. They don't want to succeed. They just like drama, and they don't want to put in the time and effort to make things better for themselves. And when they see somebody who's actually making the effort, it kind of like it intimidates them and makes them feel like too much pressure has been put on them. But me, I want to succeed. I really want to succeed. Success is something that I want. Success in parenting, success financially, success in my relationships, success in my mind. I thrive for success and try to get better and do the things that I need to do on my part. So I don't understand complaining and sitting there and doing nothing when you can do the part you can do and not wanting to do it. I want to blame the world. I don't want to blame no freaking body for my mistakes. I own up to it. So when I start dealing with people, I don't have the patience anymore to try babying people and begging them to join. Oh, this is very successful. Go do it. No, you know what you want. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, that's your business. Me, I'm gonna do what is good for me and what I know is benefiting me and it's wonderful and it's lucrative. I'll go after it. I will. Because no, I don't have time for uselessness anymore. I don't. I don't. I don't. And my subscribers bear me witness. Everybody watching bear me witness. I don't have time for uselessness anymore. And I'm just like, let's go. Let's go. And I do like to talk. So I know that that seed, that thing that God is birthing, that I already told God I'm willing, I'm ready. Just do it, God. I'm open. I'm already a workhorse. I'm already the hardest worker in the room. I'm already the one who will do the work that is supposed to be done. And imagine another job that's supposed to be done and do what is imagined. So let's go. I would do it all. Let's do it. Oh yeah, if we're gonna survive on 1 hour of sleep just for a little while and just keep going for the next 23 hours, let's do it. God's giving me strength. Let's do it. It's not gonna be forever that we do that. You know what I mean? Do what needs to be done. Not be lazy and do it only when you feel like it. Well, when you have children, you don't do things when you feel like it. You do things when they're supposed to be done. You don't make time for them when you feel like it. You freaking make time for them. Else you are irresponsible and useless. I mean, I don't want to be irresponsible and useless. No, because I've been so useful and so committed, and baby, my children do some stuff. Sometimes they want to act like do this. And husband, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that Mexican mother who is a Catholic who will come here. I'll tell her you have my permission. Yeah, you can discipline them. You can just discipline them. They are well behaved most of the time because I've raised them right. Everybody bears witness to their behavior. They are very well behaved. But you have my permission. If you feel like they're going out of character, yeah, you can do the sign of the cross and take care of them and do what you think is right because you're a mother. But anyways, and I'll be paying you $2,008 and then extra to y'all. Anyways, it's all for Nigeria. It's also I can see my country. It's like I'm paying parole for parole so that I can. I don't know. Do people even pay for parole? Do people even pay for parole? I feel like I've been in a prison in this US, y'all. I feel like the US has been a prison for me. But God forbid that prison will be broken. And that's why I'm so serious about Nigeria, to go into Nigeria. It must be, the wall must be broken. That shackle must be broken. It must be broken in the name of the Lord. The devil is a bastard. Ah, bad choices that I made. Terrible choices that brought me to the lowest of lows. But thank God for the grace of Jesus. Thank God for my never dying spirit and my fighting spirit to keep going in spite of everything. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God for the grace of God. Ah, man. You're listening to me, you better watch yourself, man. Don't ever make bad choices. If somebody shows you they are useless, if somebody shows you that they suck, if somebody often talk about other people and hates the success and life of other people, you better run away from those people. Because if you get with them thinking you're bonding over dysfunction, you're bonding over that, soon you will be their victim. Soon you'll be trying to run away from them and your life will feel stuck. You better run. Everything that is trying to convince you to be with if you have to feel convinced to be with somebody and there's something in you that's telling you don't do it, but you feel like, okay, well, let me weigh the option, let me try to do this. If you have that inkling, run. If it's sex you want and stuff, you're going to find somebody else. You better watch it because you'll be getting all kinds of spirits in you, but make sure it's the spirit that you can live with and the consequences that you can bear. For I promise you, if I had to do over, I would change the decisions I made. If I had a do over, I wouldn't go into certain paths that I took. If I had a do over, perhaps I would have not come to the US. I would have decided to take a different path. But I can't do shoulda, woulda, coulda stuff. Nah, you gotta face reality. I gotta woman up, balls up, all right? Because some women have balls, yo. I mean, grit. I mean, strength. I mean focus. I mean power. I mean determination. All right. And I'm one of those women when I've had to be. I hope most of the time. And I want to be all the time. I've paid for the decisions I've made, entangling with trash, living my life like trash, trying so hard to rise up, but kept getting pulled down with the pain and the struggle and the bickering and the, oh God, thank God, thank God. But if you have to convince yourself to be with somebody, you have to try to weigh your option. Because if it is babies, you're feeling like you want to have kids, there's so many kids who need to be adopted. And thank God for artificial insemination where you can go get a sperm donor. But also research the backgrounds, because if there's an issue with drug addiction, with the family history of whatever the sperm donor you want to do, like, my case, there's a history of trauma, there's a history of uselessness, you're going to be in trouble. Well, in fact, you're not going to be in trouble really if you still want to go ahead with the sperm. So long as it's just the sperm and there's no connection or anything with anybody else, you might be good, because that way Jesus is Lord. Okay, the child will not display that attitude because you show love, and you will bind that spirit. You bind that spirit. But if it is a physical person, you better be careful. You better be careful. Because what I've been through is not funny. What I've been through is not funny, and I don't wish that on anybody. Especially if you're somebody who doesn't like trouble. There are women who really like trouble, who like to go out there and cause drama. And I'm not that type of person. The only drama I cause is the drama I talk about my life. And I cry when I have to, and I talk about it just to let it out. But I just go about talking about people, pulling people down, trying to do this to people. It's like I always be my option. Is that really beneficial? Am I earning any money from this? Because money is a really good thing because your time is worth something. The bills, the internet you're using to watch this, the power, the things, I pay money for it. And it doesn't cost me $500 to pay every month. Exactly, Sia Zali. You have to be determined. It doesn't cost me $500 to keep myself and my children every month. It costs a whole lot more than that. So you just gotta, if you have to convince yourself about somebody, you have to lie on their behalf for their behavior. And you have to keep covering up. When people notice, because y'all, I'm telling you, not everybody is hating on you when they see certain things about your partner or whoever you're dating. And they tell you, are you sure this person, I don't like this. There's something about this person's spirit. They just strike me off like they're demons. And there's something in their eyes, in the look in their eyes. I feel like you're making a mistake. Not everybody who tells you that type of thing is like after you and doesn't want you to be with somebody or is jealous of you. No. Some people see truly things that you can't see because you're blinded by love, by that masking spirit. That trying to check, the spirit will manipulate and make you think that this is the right thing and the right way to go. And because you're so holed up and trapped in it, you can't see clearly. But other people who are not trapped, who are not invested emotionally, who are just looking at everything, they see through. It's like, Mariam, I see something. This is demonic. This is evil. You're going to suffer. You're making a mistake. You're better than this. Your life is going to suck. No, my life is not going to suck. In Jesus' name, I bind you. I think I'm doing the right choice. In Jesus' name. Okay. In Jesus' name, I've suffered. I've lost a child. I've been humiliated. I've been rendered useless, been attacked when I was pregnant. I've been hurt. I've been lied to. I have endured because I have kids, so I want to make sure my kids see this and that. When there's any indication I should take other actions for the sake of my kids. Because if my sanity is in the line, then that means if I'm not in a state to take care of my children, who will? But see, all of that, I saw the signs, but I still stepped in. I saw the signs and I still stepped in. And then from one decision led to many other decisions, led to different consequences, led to a chaotic, stupid, nonsensical experience of a life in a country that I should have, that I didn't think I was going to have to go through this trash to do, to achieve the things I wanted to achieve. This country is still great, but you got to be around the right people. I didn't choose the right people. I didn't choose the right people. There are a lot of trash in this country as well as a lot of good people. The people that you surround yourself with will either make or break you. Now, you still have to have some balls because God's mercy is still available to us. But if you are in the midst of hell, you got to make yourself available to the grace of God. Now, if that hell includes the kind of people that are actually not good for you, it's going to really be hard. But still, you need to fight harder to get out of hell, like I've had to fight. It's not fun, but you got to do what you got to do. The fight for your spirit, the fight for your soul, the fight for your sanity, the fight for your freedom, the fight for your peace, the fight for your heart, the fight for your children. You got to fight. Spiritual. It is spiritual as well as mental, as well as emotional. But see, you can, while you're doing all that fight, you still need to move physically, y'all, just like me. Got to put one step in front of the other and keep going. Because the fight is to mess with your mind to keep you from becoming what God's got for you. See, the enemy is not fighting you for what you think you've experienced or the failures and the mistakes and the choices you make. Well, you got to pay consequences for your choices, which I've done, which sucks. It hurts. It's stupid. It's dumb of me. Fine, I accept it. I was dumb, foolish, and stupid. But I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm growing. But truly, the enemy is fighting you for what is in you. God's about to do something with that pain, that trauma, that trash you had to go through. God's about to use it. And I know God's about to, you see, because I'm talking to you guys, I'm looking at myself directly because my face on the screen, not you guys' face. I'm just looking at you guys, a number of you guys watching and people hanging out. Hey, Joe, how are you doing, my friend? Joe has been there for me since forever. I remember I had called Joe when everything was falling apart for me. And Joe was like, Mariam, you're a strong woman. You're going to do it. God's going to make a way. And you're going to become amazing. And things are going to like. And truly to his words, that's exactly what God's done. And thank God for Joe's life too. God has saved him from sickness. And he's in the best shape of his life, healing and everything, which is wonderful. Grateful. But God will never waste your hell. Yeah. God will never waste your hell. God won't waste my hell. I know that. That doesn't mean that I want to be a preacher and carry myself and say, hey, everybody, God will never waste your hell. Doing all that stuff and stuff. Like, I'm like, God, if you want to make a way and open doors, you better do it. Because for me, if there's another way for me to make my money and not have to do it like I'm trying to force people to be a part of something, like being a charlatan, I don't want that. Because I've already done that when I had nothing else. I had to pray and do it from my heart, though, like, support people emotionally. But I couldn't convert that to nothing. So I need something that is more beneficial, God. Open doors, connect me, do this. And voila, I own a franchise. Voila, doors are open. Voila, God is just. Mm, 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 mm. So, anyways, God is faithful. God is really faithful, you guys, but you gotta have some sense. All of you young people and older people out there being desperate to be with the devil, and then you spend your whole life paying for it. I know people who died. Well, this person's aunt died in somebody's toilet for overdose drugs. I know this person's somebody's uncle. Exactly. I know, Joe. I know. I see it. And oh Lord. And I know this person's uncle, somebody's uncle who it's crazy. I don't even need to start saying some stuff, but a lot of women when they are in, like I said, abusers, they thrive in the secret. They thrive in the secret. They thrive in the power of your silence. If you are silent, they will thrive. Okay. My ex brother-in-law. Well, it's like how do you call somebody who is like an uncle to your ex-husband? What is that relationship? Well, anyways, my ex-husband's uncle, right? There was a lot going on, so he's passed away now. But they did drugs. It's not anything that is hidden. All right, they did a lot of drugs. Okay, in-law. So one of my in-laws, right? Drugs, 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 drugs. He's passed away now. Many times tried to overdose, but he didn't die from the overdose. One day he took a gun and blew his head off. He just blew himself up. So he killed himself. And it was his son who found him dead. because he had lost his wife, and then for years it felt like they said the thing may have affected him, right? It may have affected him. So, anyways, drugs upon drugs upon drugs upon drugs. And when I was living in the house, I remember they would tell me to make sure when the guy showed up, because sometimes he would show up with some of his kids. When he shows up, don't let him go to the medicine cabinet so he doesn't take some drugs. Anyways, he blew his head off. Ex in law, a female, drugs upon drugs upon drugs upon drugs upon drugs, found dead in somebody's toilet. Drugs. When you have issues and you don't confront them, when you have issues and you don't confront them, it'll eat up on you. If you don't go to somebody who can you can talk to, you don't pray about it because it's spiritual. You don't pray about it. If you don't pray about it, it'll eat up on you. A lot of people that you die in secret, you're broken, the enemy thrives because you don't speak and you just stay quiet. And they feel like they have power. So long as you are quiet in the secret, the enemy will still keep feeling empowered. But if you speak up and you rise up and you keep talking, somebody's going to listen. Somebody's going to pay attention. Just like that social media star who was doing things and showing the boyfriend and where the boyfriend lived, and then suddenly she went missing. Her social media followers, everybody showed up at that guy's place. Somebody located where that guy was, and they were demanding the girl. Where did you keep our girl? So when you become a public figure like this, like me, people are going to ask questions. People are watching, and people who care will rise up, and somebody's got to do something. That's why I tell you guys, I open up, let you guys know everything that's going on with me and all my plans. I'm bringing you guys along, still filming, because I know the kind of situation I'm dealing with. Although I know I'm safe, but I still don't trust certain people. You know what I mean? So if you don't see me for a while, or you don't know, you ask questions and you come look, and you, some of you guys, I know you know some addresses. You know some addresses. The devil is a liar. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Nothing's gonna happen to me. But I'm just saying, the things that I'm talking about, these are plain things. I'm not just talking, coming up with stuff because everybody likes to talk. No, these are very practical things that are going on. All right. People, the enemy, the devil always hides in obscurity. When it's not plain and clear what is going on, the enemy always hides in obscurity. But when you face the problem head on and clear, okay, let me think clearly. I walked away. I don't want nothing. Leave me alone. Do your part. No, I can't do my part. I'm the one who's doing, like, okay, hold on over here. Hold on. Am I being punked, or have I been the one losing sleep for years? Am I being punked, or have I been the one trying to provide and do the best I can? Or what is it? The enemy will try to take credit for your good work if you don't stand up and say, no, devil, you can't bite me anymore. If you don't talk, you keeping quiet. Like I did for years, I would do some good things and then just shift the credit over and say, yeah, so people can still look good. See that somebody looked good, and they were like, but no, Mariam just did that. What's happening here? Some people who were not invested emotionally, who could see things clearly, they saw the pattern, and they knew that I was making a mistake. But yeah, I didn't listen because I was waiting for Jesus to come save me. And Jesus was like, Mariam, you're gonna learn today. Well, anyways, yeah. If you have to convince yourself to be with somebody, if you see some traits and they tell you about drugs, there's a history of drug. I was listening to this lady. Cookie. Is it Cookie? Not Cookie. What's her name? Is it Crush? She's always on Instagram, man. Her messages are just crazy good. What's her name again? I've forgotten her name. Oh my goodness. I know she's gonna pop up every second. She just does the most amazing videos, bringing women to talk. Powerful women. These are women who are so powerful. You're making it happen. I'm about to be among that group. Multi-millionaire women breaking boundaries, changing lives, exposing satanic works of darkness and weakness of man who can rise up but want to keep you down, who can own up to nothing but want to keep you down, who can man up but want to keep you down. So long as they can do it in the secret and keep stabbing you, then you be quiet. Just because, oh, I have a man, so I can. No, God punished that stupid spirit of having a man but dying in the silence. Holy Ghost fire consumed that spirit. I'm trying to look for her. She was talking. This lady, she had this lady on last night. And there was this lady that she had on last night is a powerful woman. And she's also an attorney of family law. Perhaps I should contact that woman too. Because I know in social media, once you do that, that type of connection could lead to something. So I should contact her. But anyways, the woman was saying that a lot of women, because they want to show people that they have relationship and they're in love and they have this and that, they get with somebody that they've already seen signs. They try to start asking questions. Do you think I should be with them? Well, they have some good qualities. I feel this way, but what if I can do? I'm getting older. My belly, I need babies. So you need babies. So you're not thinking about your own mental health. You know, you can go have babies without a man, right? Without having a physical man. You can go have artificial insemination, right? But no, I just need that company. So you want to sell your soul and live with the devil and pay for it for the rest of your life when you can just be patient. And God will bring the right person. You become the right person and stop this desperation. So your life doesn't end like this. So you don't have to deal with trash that doesn't even make sense. Man, this lady was just going and I was like, oh my God, this was me. I was that trash. I was that trash that unequally yoked. I brought myself, my standard low and just got crushed, man. Thank God God is saving me and changing me because I was never going to become anything. I was supposed to become something, but because of my connection and the actions and decisions I made, oh my God, this lady's just hitting it the nail on the head, baby. But see, there is a way out. There is a way out. I'm about to go get my charger, so I'll be back shortly. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Okay, back. There is a way out. Prioritizing your mental health, reporting the issue, opening up, calling on those who can help you out, speaking up about it, letting them know your concerns. And that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing now. So there is a way out. You gotta do it, man. I'm telling you guys. Don't prioritize. Your mental health is very important to you, especially when you've done everything. You haven't gone after them for anything. You haven't done. You just leave me alone. Go. I know you're trash, but I don't want to be trash anymore. I just want to focus on me getting better and doing the things I want to do. So go. Holy Ghost fire. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. You guys are awesome and amazing. Hey, Valerie, you came to the party a little bit later, girl. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. So I got clients, y'all. I got a client I need to get back. But anyways, you guys, thank you all for watching. Just know, don't ever, if you have to convince yourself to be with somebody, you're not supposed to. You need to run. Don't let that happen because I'm paying for the mistakes that I've made. Although I've walked away, but there are still certain things that need to be put in place and boundaries that need to be set and stuff I need to do so that I don't have to deal with certain things in my life. But I know God has given me the victory because I already know I'm fighting from a place of victory. So just be safe out there, you guys, and also speak up. Remember, the enemy, the abusers, always thrive in secrecy. So always speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. Do your best in everything because they will try to mess with your mind, so you start messing up with the actions that you put out there. All right. Actions. So speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. And a lot of people don't even understand. A lot of people thrive in this type of, because even obviously you've seen on the internet how some people come here and are just foolish and dumb and ignorant and demonic and possessed by the devil, who just want to instigate and do. I just can't understand it. I just kind of, even intellectually said the thing that you're saying and everything is just messed up. You guys, do you hear me say intellectually self? I'm asking. Y'all. I'm already remembering my Niger slang, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to Nigeria and say, I'm here. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm out of prison. US was supposed to be freedom, but I felt like I was in prison. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, man, that video is gonna go viral. All right. Anyways, you guys, thank you all for watching. You guys are awesome and amazing. I appreciate every one of you. I'm going to Nigeria. If you want to support, I still have that fundraiser. I have a link. You guys can be a part of it. This is the link. You can show some support today if you want to. Whether you support or not, I'm still going to make a way and I'm still going to go. But I know people are open to supporting because the video is going to be out there and it's something is a docu-series that I'm filming. Even though it's a short trip, but it's going to be wonderfully packed and amazing. Be a part of it. That's the Cash App if you want to do it by Cash App. So thank you all so much. You guys are awesome and amazing. I appreciate you guys too for all of your support and for listening to me. I love you all so much. And yeah, there's some changes that will be happening soon. And as the changes are going on, I will be keeping you guys updated. And yeah, I'll be keeping you guys updated with all the changes. So in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Gotta go.